For those of you who have at least 50 hunter and 50 fishing, you may have heard of the method of drift net fishing to train both stats at the same time on Fossil Island. And as you can see guys, the XP rates for both fishing and hunter are really nice when you try this method with at least 44 hunter and 47 fishing along with the Bon Voyage quest. However, the one downside of this method is that you will need to spend over 100 drift nets an hour doing this method, and that can be very costly. And that, guys, is where this money-making method comes in. What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are having an awesome day, and in today's money-making video, we will be crafting drift nets for profit on Fossil Island using the loom at the museum camp. As mentioned earlier, guys, you will need to complete the Bon Voyage quest, which isn't really that hard in order to access Fossil Island, and in addition, you will need 26 crafting and 29 construction to build both the loom and the bank on Fossil Island. As you can see, guys, I did purchase 2200 jute fibers at about 988 GP a pop, for a total input cost of just under 2.2 mil. However, guys, each drift net takes about 2 fibers to make, so at maximum efficiency, we can expect to make 1,100 drift nets in an hour. So guys, the process is very simple for this money-making method. As you can see right now, I am standing in the middle of the museum camp once you get off the boat at Fossil Island. Right here to my right is the bank chest, and over here is the loom that you will need to create. And you just have to run back and forth and keep doing some low efficiency crafting, and you can expect to gain about 55 to 60k crafting XP an hour, depending on how efficient you are. And guys, once you have your 28 fibers withdrawn from the bank, all you gotta do is click the weave loom. And once you're there, all you have to do is make sure you select the all option and select the drift net option. And just like that, guys, you will be making your drift nets. It takes about 50 seconds to create a full inventory's worth, and we should be making some decent money and getting some decent crafting XP at the same time. And to show you guys the comparison between one drift net and 2 fibers, as you can see, it costs us about 1976 GP for 2 fibers and about 2400 for 1 drift net. So we are making slightly over 400 GP profit per drift net. And so hopefully, guys, we can make some good money off of it. I will do 15-minute intervals to keep you guys updated on how much I can do in an hour. With that being said, guys, I'll see you guys for the first 15-minute interval.
5 minutes later.
Alrighty, guys, we are back after our first 15 minutes of this money-making method. We did manage to craft around 278 drift nets. And guys, our price check sits just under 2.3 mil after 15 minutes. We did start with about 2 mil 173k, so we did make about 120k so far, which means we're on pace for a little bit under 500k an hour, so that's not too bad.
1 hour later.
And guys, I just finished up my second interval, so we are about halfway done the challenge, and let's go ahead and do our second price check. And guys, as you can see, our price check sits at just over 2.4 mil, 2 mil 414k. So guys, off the top of my head, I do believe we are on pace to make 480k an hour.
Quick math!
However, with my run energy depleting pretty quickly, I will probably have less nets made in the second half. But we will see how this goes, and hopefully we can still keep up with our current pace.
75 years later.
And guys, just about finishing up our final inventory for our 45-minute mark. I'm going to go ahead and do our third price check of this challenge. And guys, after 45 minutes, our price check comes to about 2 mil 531k. And as you can see, guys, we have crafted 810 drift nets, and at maximum efficiency, we could have expected to craft 825, so we're actually not that far off maximum efficiency, despite the fact that I'm not really trying to be efficient. But guys, we have just about 15 minutes to go left in the challenge, so let's end on a strong note.
1 eternity later.
I'm going to wrap up this final inventory for the 1 hour mark. I'm going to go ahead and see you guys for our final price check. And guys, we are finally here after 1 hour with our final price check. We did manage to craft 1,076 drift nets, approximately 59,000 crafting XP in an hour, which is actually very nice for how low intensity this was. And guys, on top of that 59k crafting experience, our final price check comes to just under 2 mil 650,000 GP. And if everything sells at med price, we're looking at a profit of around 475k. However, I think I might have to sell it for a bit lower. I'm going to go ahead and sell everything on the Grand Exchange, and I'll see you guys for our final cash stack. And guys, we are back after selling all of our drift nets, and unfortunately our profits are looking quite grim after selling them at an extremely discounted price. And so guys, as you can see, our final cash stack does sit at 2,396k. If we subtract our input cost of 2,173k, we're left with a profit of about 223,000 GP in an hour, along with 59,000 crafting XP. Now guys, unfortunately, while we did get less money than we anticipated, that does come with the territory of trying money-making methods that are not really common. And unfortunately, this was one of them, but I'm not really disappointed. I'm glad we tried it out. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and be sure to check out my other money-making videos. I do hope to see you guys next time, and until then guys, peace.